As the market rebounded from the coronavirus pandemic in 2021 and returned over 26% to investors through December 16, 2021, investors had little to complain about. There is, however, a question mark over whether things will remain the same in 2022. Many analysts forecast that the market in 2022 will be suited to stock pickers, which means there will still be pockets of success despite the overall lackluster performance. So I guess it's time to consult with your financial advisor to see if any of these industries align with your risk tolerance and investment goals. With all that being said, here are 7 well-known industries that billionaires are investing in and believe may outperform in 2022. But before anything else, don't miss out on any video updates. Make sure to subscribe. Number 7. Services. Although Americans are increasingly working remotely, they are busier than ever. Over 60% of American families have both parents working. More people are working multiple jobs, and the average work week is 47 hours, so home-cooked meals aren't an option for everyone. Aside from boosting delivery services, the pandemic boosted many other services. According to OpenTable's State of the Industry report, restaurants are still barely receiving pre-pandemic levels of inquiries. However, they have outpaced 2020 levels by a significant margin. Who knows what will happen in the future? Simple things often lead to big profits indeed. Just check out DoorDash. Nothing fancy about this app really, but nevertheless, it is valued at $2.1 billion. When the pandemic hit in 2020, the market embraced their services. Their food delivery business made investors rich by making things simple. Billionaires invest in every improvement that makes everyday tasks easier. Number 6. Real estate. Through the ages, real estate has been the oldest source of wealth. Whether for private or commercial use, shelter is a necessity of life, making it the most inclusive industry for wealth generation and a bulletproof way to invest money. Not to mention, real estate is inclusive because it's open to as many individuals interested in participating. As mentioned, real estate has played a significant role in many wealthy people's fortunes and wealth growth. The value chain of real estate includes property acquisition, construction, maintenance, management, professional services, advanced security, and many other activities. If your goal is to build your wealth, real estate is the way to go. Moreover, since COVID made remote work the new norm, you're no longer obligated to live in a New York closet for $3,000 a month. We might be in the earliest stages of a real estate revolution as more and more real estate opportunities appear. And what about the digital property market? You can buy digital land in games in the form of NFTs, such as Adidas purchasing Sandbox Land. Number 5. Cybersecurity. Cybercriminals have significantly benefited from the changing world since the global pandemic hit in 2020. In 2021 alone, cybercrime is estimated to cost $6 trillion. Virtually every business has an online component. Cybersecurity is an industry in which billionaires are keeping an eye on, as there are more news and stories every week about data breaches, hacks, scams, and all sorts of fun stuff you want to hear about from your trusted We Protect Your Data company. Cybersecurity spending is expected to increase by 7 to 14% globally in the next 5 years. Cybersecurity is a long-term investment, and we already see huge cybersecurity businesses popping up. For example, artificial intelligence-powered cybersecurity can be used to find patterns of behavior that may indicate cybercrime by detecting abnormal behavior patterns, similar to how it's used in financial services to detect fraud. There is a high likelihood that cybercriminals will try to exploit AI in systems that handle thousands of events per second. The predictive capabilities of AI make it so valuable here, which is why more companies are investing in these solutions as we approach 2022. Number 4. The EV industry. Despite the recent pandemic-related supply chain issues, light vehicle sales plunged last year, but the sales of electric vehicles are expected to increase in 2022. EV sales through November were up 88% compared to 2020 EV sales through November last year and are expected to reach over 450,000 by 2021. In its first full year, Tesla's Model Y led EV sales by far in 2021, thanks to new models such as Ford Mustang Mach-E and Volkswagen ID.4. By 2022, there will be more all-electric vehicles on the market, particularly in the most popular segments of the US market. The Ford F-150 Lightning, Rivian R1T, and the GMC Hummer are among the electric pickups on the way. In addition to compact crossovers, which are currently the highest-selling model in the US market, key new models will enter the market. And as a result of growing consumer interest and awareness, Auto Pacific projects that EV sales in 2022 will reach at least 650,000, an increase of about 45% over 2021. The future of transportation lies with electric vehicles. This is true for both cars and goods transportation. A couple of weeks ago, the first electric cargo ship made its maiden voyage. There's no doubt that gas cars are dying out, and there will be an exciting race in the future to see who will dominate the electric car market. Number 3. Space industry. Among the industry's expectations are speeding up reforms in the space sector, activating regulatory bodies for the private players, finalizing the foreign direct investment rules, and passing the Space Activities Bill by 2022. Globally, the space market is estimated to be worth $360 billion in 2040. Do space billionaires right now seem ridiculous? How about space travel itself? This is definitely worth discussing. Space travel isn't that far off in the future, if anything good comes out of the space race between billionaires. Number 2. Crypto, blockchain, and DeFi. The cryptocurrency industry had its most successful year ever in 2021. The rise in token prices rose by thousands of percentage points, showing that epic gains are still very much in the cards. In addition, this year's crypto growth was driven by adoption, integration, and innovation, such as El Salvador's Bitcoin policy and mainstream celebrities and brands using NFTs. After a record-breaking year, what comes next? Perhaps a less remarkable one? Maybe. Who knows? Even if 2022 is less spectacular than 2021, there will be significant changes, including the launch of Ethereum 2.0, finally, and a retreat from NFT mania. Likely. With the industry maturing, there will be lots of capital to fund thrilling projects and plenty of chances to get involved. Crypto also faces real-world factors such as interest rates in the United States and inflation and COVID variations, some of which are more predictable than others. Coinbase's IPO last year was a success. The company is now worth $86 billion. Those who invested in the company early made a lot of money. A growing number of institutional investors have also entered the crypto market. They buy every dip, including entire countries such as El Salvador. By the way, did you know that a Bitcoin city will be built in El Salvador? Watching and seeing how that unfolds should be very interesting. Before we give you the number 1 industry that billionaires are investing in, let's look at the runner-up for this year's list. Health industry. Health is wealth, regardless of where you live. We've seen this truth more clearly than ever due to this COVID-19 pandemic. Anything threatening the health industry inevitably leads to collapse. Over $1 trillion are invested in the global pharmaceutical industry every year. However, this is only one part of the health market. Despite the good reasons for high level of regulation, the health sector has a downside. Despite this, the health sector offers tremendous opportunities for wealth creation. Number 1. The Metaverse. A universe beyond is what the Metaverse refers to. We've been using the term to describe a future version of the internet that will keep us connected for a long time. In a nutshell, it's a digital realm within which humans can interact, collaborate, communicate, play games, conduct business, and socialize. Also, it's a combined virtual and physical shared space. In the Metaverse, a user can interact with other individuals or digital beings in a digital world through programs, services, or networks. Metaverse is a concept and is still very young, and nobody knows how much it'll influence and disrupt how humans utilize and interact with technology. It would appear on the surface to have significant consequences for society in several areas, and it could expand our technological horizons in numerous ways. That explains the millions of dollars invested in making the Metaverse a reality. The gaming, augmented reality, and virtual world industries will be the most exciting in the coming years. 612 deals worth more than $10 billion have already been executed in this space. The changes are still in their early stages and are coming slowly. Everything will change dramatically very quickly. It is possible to build your wealth over time by investing, and investors have a selection of investments to choose from low-risk, safe assets to riskier and high-return ones. For you to make an informed decision, you'll need to understand each investment option's pros and cons, as well as how they fit into your overall financial strategy. We'll completely change how we do things due to the convergence of these technologies. A new era is upon us. Be prepared and make sure you don't miss out. That's it for now, so what are your thoughts? In which industry do you feel investing? Comment below and let us know what you think. For more infotainment, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. That's it for now. Thanks for watching the video and see you next time.